it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my ninth update for Supernatural Pan Interrupted. This is the Supernatural themed Project Pan that was created by Jessica and Amanda several years ago, and it is still going. To my knowledge, no one has ever finished because it's a very long project. You pick one item to go with each episode of the show. It ran for 15 seasons, so there's a whole lot of episodes. I am still in season 1 because I just started last year. I was working on the usual 6 episodes, and we'll see how I did with the 6 that I had last time. The episode that's been in here the longest is season 1, episode 11, and that one is called Scarecrow. Sam and Dean contact their father, who tells them to stop searching for him and sends them to a small town in Indiana where people are being sacrificed to a pagan god. This pagan god appears as a scarecrow, and he is located in an apple orchard. So I picked an apple item. This is the Ulta Beauty Lip Balm Stain in the shade Apple. It is what's on my lips right now. At the last update I had 10 uses, this is use number 11. I am trying to use this 15 times for the 15 seasons, so I still have 4 uses to go. This is more of a fall color, as you can see, so I'm probably going to be using it more over the next month or two. So I'm thinking this will finally roll out soon, but it is not today. I do like the color, it's just it doesn't go with every look, and I'm not partial to warm tones. I'm usually wearing cooler tones, and this would clash with those. It does feel hydrating like a balm when you first put it on, but it does dry down, so the hydration doesn't really last, and it just leaves this color, which does wear reasonably well, to be fair. I do like this product, but it is discontinued. Next is season 1, episode 13, Route 666. Dean's first love asks him to come to Mississippi to investigate a string of racially motivated murders. It turns out that these murders were being committed by a ghost. In life, this ghost had been racist and still is in death, but also in life, he was very attached to his truck. So he's appearing as a ghost truck and running down his victims. I am also attached to my car, though I've never used it as a weapon, and this is an item that I would use in my car since my car does not necessarily have a roof. This is the Ulta Beauty Sunscreen Continuous Mist SPF 30. When I spend longer periods of time in my car, I have to put on sunscreen first. My goal is to finish this, and it is getting light, but it is not gone yet. I'm actually thinking my use on this is going to pick up because it is finally cooling down outside, so I'm going to be spending more time outside now that I won't be really hot. I am a person who tends to prefer cooler weather. So this is going to hopefully be rolling out in a month or two. It's hard to say because I don't have a way to mark it. I can just tell you that it feels lighter than it did. Episode 14 is called Nightmare. Sam's precognitive dream leads the brothers to investigate a mysterious death which seems to connect to a boy in possession of the power of telekinesis. Since Sam is having these precognitive dreams, nightmares, I picked an item that I might be wearing if I had a nightmare. And so this is a lip balm that I got as a promotional gift, and since it is a potted lip balm, it lives on my bedside table so that I can use it at night when I know my fingers are clean. I don't like traveling with this. There is a good dip in there, but it's nowhere close to done, and my goal is to finish this. It's going to take quite a while. And I actually did, for the first time since I've had this in the project, have a nightmare while I was wearing this in my sleep. I did wear this last night when I went to bed, and I had that dream where you like go to work half naked. I know sometimes it's like completely naked, and mine it was like only half naked. So now I can say that this does truly fit the episode because I had a nightmare while wearing it, but this is still in the project. Episode 15 came in last month, and that one is called The Benders. Dean and Sam learn that the kidnappers they seek are not supernatural, but humans using their captives as human prey for a twisted hunting expedition. And so for this, I decided to pick something that was food related because in this episode they are hunting for sport, but also food. This is my Maybelline Shinylicious lip gloss. I am trying to finish it because I've owned this forever and I need this to be done. I've worn it 4 times in the last month. There it is now. There's not a whole lot in there and it lasts forever. So it's going to be in here for quite a while probably, but I have used it 4 times. Next is episode 16, which is called Shadow. When the brothers pursue Meg, a woman responsible for a mysterious murder, she unleashes shadow spirits on them and sets a trap for their father. Since they are these mysterious supernatural shadows, and the episode is called Shadow, I did the easy thing and brought in an eyeshadow. This is my Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette, and this is the shade Bungalow. My goal is to use it 15 times, and so far I have worn it 5 times. So I have 10 uses to go on that one, and that might actually potentially be done in a month. I was splitting time between other eyeshadows, but I have gotten all of my uses on one palette that has brown eyeshadows, so I'm now splitting time with less things with these browns. So this is still in the project, and it's going to be 1, maybe 2 more months. And then the last one is episode 17, which is called Hell House. Sam and Dean investigate a case of a maniacal ghost inhabiting a long-abandoned Texas farmhouse known as Hell House. They believe the ghost is the spirit of a deceased Depression-era farmer who killed his family, but soon realize it is something far more powerful. What this really is a spell that someone unknowingly cast on the house when they drew a symbol in paint. And what the spell does is that whatever people believe comes true. So because there was a rumor started that the house was haunted, it became actually haunted. And as that rumor and urban legend grows, so does the truth. And so it contradicts itself oftentimes, but somehow all of those things are true. So what I brought in is the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb, because belief made it true. And my goal is to finish this little sample, and I am so disappointed because I am so very close. There's very little in there. I did hit the bottom of the jar. This will be done in less than a week, but it is still in the project until it's finished, so this will for certain be rolling out next time, but not today. So there's my update. Disappointingly, no rollouts this time, but last month was a particularly good month. Next time, for certain, this little sample is going to be rolling out. There could be some more things potentially, but there'll be at least one, I know that much. Until then, wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye.